gíga làbọ́jọ́ gíga làbókè àwọn ìtàkùn ọ̀nà wọn kì í bá wọn sípò ẹ̀yìn wọn máa tán wọn síwájú ọ̀pẹ̀rẹ̀rẹ̀ ni. ibi mo gbé ti yan orí mi ibẹ̀ lọ́tà ò lè mọ o ìwé ńlá o kò ní irú wẹ́wẹ́ o.
tọ́ a kí yín káàbọ̀ nílé lóko lọ́nà ní lẹ́yìn òde gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ń gbọ́ wa nílẹ̀ yìí àbí lókè òkun. èmi bàbá Yorùbá ni mo yí dalẹ̀ mo yí kàndé yóò ṣùmàrè sí yín lọ́rùn yìí. Just welcoming you guys afresh to today's broadcast, and it's going to be the second in this week, and the purpose of the broadcast is to enlighten ourselves, to pass messages across, and also to take away the veil of ignorance from every one of us. Today we talk about understanding witchcraft or the witches. Understanding witchcraft or witches. Ẹ mọ̀ gbọ́ àwọn ariwo kankan ní ẹ̀ǹkùlé ìta gbangba mọ́ wà torí atẹ́gùn. Orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà ń ṣe bí ẹni ń lọ wọ́rọ́lọ́lọ́ ẹni mẹ́ta yìí. We apologize if a little bit of noise that distracts you behind. Today we will talk about understanding witchcraft or the witches. And I want it to be the part one because it is possible we have a second part of this particular broadcast. And the purpose of the broadcast is to allay your fear, to reconfigure your mind, and also to bring you home to yourself. There are some of you looking at me right here who are witches. Some are suspecting themselves to be one. Some have been told that they are one. But the fact of the matter is, all of you have witchcraft in you. And it is when you see witchcraft as a bad thing that you think is evil. And that is the purpose of your pastors and your imam. They orchestrated this through the instrument of entertainment, media, where the Nollywood, whatever wood it is, I don't know what they are looking for in the wood, reconfigure the narrative of African spirituality to be particularly bad. It is not so. You go to churches and they will say, witchcraft is what is wrong with you, that there's a witch in your family and all that. As a matter of fact, most of you, when you see an ugly looking woman, especially that lives in the village, automatically the woman is a witch to you. If they are extremely ugly or they are extremely beautiful, they are witches to you. Àmọ́ ká tó bẹ̀rẹ̀ ẹ má ṣe àgbàgbé láti fìbà fáwọn tó nìbà. Àṣèbà ewé, àṣèbà oko, àṣèbà ilẹ̀, àṣèbà atẹ́gùn, àṣèbà afẹ́fẹ́, àṣèbà iyẹ̀pẹ̀, àṣèbà omi, àṣèbà àwọn tí ń gbọ́ wa, àṣèbà àwa tá à ń sọ̀rọ̀ náà torí òòṣà ní gbogbo wa pátápátá. Àṣèbà àwọn ìyá ọ̀sàlà ń sólò òṣòlò ń sálá. Àwọn olókìkí òru nu, àwọn arógbá aṣọ má balẹ̀. Àwọn lọ́pàá kẹ́ àlàkẹ́ afọ̀jágbọ̀ọ̀rọ̀ gbọ́ọ̀rọ̀ pọnmọ tí ò gbúdọ̀ jábọ́. Àwọn wọn ní lélẹ́dùmarè gbélé ayé lọ́wọ́, ọ̀rọ̀ wọn ńlá fẹ́ fi jẹ̀wọ̀ lónìí kí wọ́n má bínú sí wa torí ọmọ wọn la jẹ́. Ọ̀rọ̀ la sọ lónìí a ò gbọ́dọ̀ sì sọ ká a má fẹnu kọ. Mo ṣe bá oyún ilé tó ń gbọ́ mi àtẹ́ẹ̀dí tó ń gbọ́ mi. Ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ẹ jáwé tẹ́ ẹ jégbò tẹ́ ẹ kọ́kọ́ já ká tó já àṣèbá yín. Babaláwo nílé lóko lọ́nà lẹ́yìn òde àṣèbá yín. Kẹ́lẹ́ yóò mọ̀ ń wá kí bá ò ṣe. Gẹ́gẹ́ bí mo ti ń sọ lọ, it is possible for you to have been brainwashed by your pastors or your imams, folks that administer religion of the invaders, that witchcraft is bad and witches are evil. it is not particularly so. In fear, you will forever make other people rich. And one of the instruments of making wealth and amassing wealth for microscopic few people is to put fear in you. Ẹ rí wípé ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ìgbà láwọn tá a ti jọ ṣe nǹkan papọ̀. Nǹkan tí mo kọ́kọ́ máa ń sọ fún yín ni pé n ò ṣe nídán, n ò ń ṣe wòlíì, n ò sì ń ṣe máàmù. Mo sì máa ń fi yín lọ́kàn balẹ̀ pé kò sí nǹkan kan bó ti le tó yóò padà dẹ̀rọ̀. Kò sì wá tí ohun tí ń bọ̀ lókè tílẹ̀ ò gbà. Bá a bá yẹ fáwò tí fá pé ayé ní í ṣe ọ́, ayé là padà lọ bẹ̀. Bó bá pé orí ní ń takò ọ́, orí là padà lọ bọ̀. Ibi ìṣòro rẹ gbé ń bọ̀ wá, ibẹ̀ là padà lọ lè wá àbáyọ. We go back to the root of your problem to look for the solution. Let me tell you something. In life, problem is like a chain, a necklace. And the freedom out of a chain is located inside the chain, not outside the chain. The best way to get out of a chain is to look for the knot located inside the chain. And so when you are looking for how to get free from a necklace outside the necklace, you are the greatest fool in the world. Unlike your clergymen will say that if witches are troubling you, then Jesus is the answer. They are distracting you and trying to complicate matters for you. If you know that you offended someone, it is the person you offended you go back to on a normal logic sense. You do not attack the person you have offended for them to leave you alone. Ariwo ò ṣe, gèràgèrà ò ṣe, agídí ò ṣe. Are you following me? When you now want to prove stubborn, trying to drag things with someone who already caught you red-handed and camped you, you complicate matters for yourself. And that is the reason why it is easier for you to come to Babalawo once and never return, because they break you free totally once and for all. So if that Bible verse that say, he that the Son has set free is free indeed, is ever true, the Babalawo are the sons. But your pastors, you go to them over and over and over again. Somebody is asking, what about those that you didn't offend? You don't need to offend anybody for them to be angry with you. The fact that you were conceived in your mother's womb is enough offense. Are you the only one? You know? You need to understand witchcraft. Witchcraft starts from the ability to be jealous. The innate ability of mankind to be jealous is enough to make you a witch. So every single one of you watching me right now, you are witches. Leave wizardry. Let's talk about witchcraft. Witchcraft starts from you having the ability to manipulate someone, to see life your way, think your way, and do things you want for them, even though they don't want to. You didn't hypnotize them, but you manipulate them. You know how many marketers are watching me right now? All right, so you are all witches. So when your pastors and your imam are talking to you about witches, wizard, he is the head witch. Why? He wants you to think the way you're thinking. He wants you to in life. They will be angry. If you don't make it, they will still be angry. Have you seen the way they treat poor people? It's exactly the way they treat rich people. If you are too rich, they tell you it's blood money. They begin to hate on you. If you are too poor, they don't want to relate with you. If you build a new house, problem. If you have no house, problem. You are a vermin to them. If you bought a new car, whatever you do. As a matter of fact, the rate of witchcraft in Africa is so much that the moment you get a visa to even move from this nation to another nation, they're after you. Somebody will say, mi ò ṣẹ̀yàn rárá, mi ò believe nínú pé èèyàn kan lé mi kiri. There are people who are not pleased that you are making it in life or you are okay. There are so many people in this world, in this Nigeria, where I am right now, who do not even know that you folks living in diaspora also suffer, and you also cry, and you also have needs and wants, and things are not as rosy. They don't think like that. Mere fact that you are living in a better society than them is enough for them to start taking your name from one place to the other. There are young men right here who are saying, me ò lájẹ̀ ńlé wa and all that, but ó ti bàjẹ́ sùn, ó ti bóṣó sùn. There are some ladies out there who want you at all costs. They don't have the effrontery and the God to come to you and approach you. They will take your name to the witches or become a witch over your life themselves. So you think you are just okay. There are men also who does that. So the essence of witchcraft is not some elderly folks looking ugly who have no glaze and have some bad teeth meeting under a plantain tree and flying like a bird. Do not ever believe that witches fly and they are tagged with birds. Do you know the reason why we call them eleye? The eleye there is not the owner of birds. The eleye there is talking about the greatest networking system in the world. The greatest networking system in the world. It is just telling you that wherever you go, they are there before you. That their networking system and community is so strong that what they cannot do here, whoever you meet there can continue it. And let me tell you something. Let's take a step back. When the witches are angry with you, or they want to really solve your own matter, the very first step is to put a tag on you. Bá a bá ti rá wọn tí wọ́n ti lámì ọ̀hún lára, á ti mọ̀ bí wọ́n bá tọ̀ wá wá pé àwọn ọ̀sá rèé o, ọ̀sá méjì, ọ̀sá ẹlẹ́yẹ. Bá a bá fẹ́ ṣiṣẹ́ ẹlẹ́yẹ fèèyàn, iṣẹ́ ẹlẹ́yẹ jẹ́ iṣẹ́ ìyọnú ayé, iṣẹ́ ìràpadà, iṣẹ́ ìgbàlà. Onírú odò Ifá tá a máa ń tẹ̀ sójú Ifá ká tó ṣiṣẹ́ ọ̀hún fèèyàn. Àwọn ọlọ́gbọ́n ló lè yé, ọ̀mọ̀ràn ló lè mọ̀. Àwọn tí wọ́n bá kàn sí wa láfẹ́ lẹ́yìn fún. They will tag you. When you are tagged, I'm talking about the way they work, the system of working. This is not to expose anybody or to make somebody know. We respect the witches. As a matter of fact, they are mothers. You will begin to live a life that has been pre-programmed or reprogrammed. From the person you marry, to the place you go, to the kind of friends you keep. When the tag of the witch or the mark of them is on you, almost shilete, almost shesegbeni, the person begin to do contrary to what the Aori accept. They begin to eat what is allergic to their spirituality. So it becomes a poison to them. They stay in places where they can never make it. Now, it is not the witches in one coven, like the MFM people will say, that I say, yo, yako chile, want to program, want to FCLR, you just go and execute the bad programming. So you go to the wrong country, you pick the wrong job, you marry the wrong woman or man, you go into the wrong business, you are just the one, you are the executor of the program that has been done. So you can run from Nigeria to Yugoslavia, from Yugoslavia to Kazakhstan, from Kazakhstan to Russia. Tami ọ̀hún bá ti ń bẹ lára rẹ̀, ọmọ bọ́ wọn ṣiṣẹ́ tó kù lọ ni. However, if there is a need for update of misfortune in the life of that person, it will not be the witches here. When a pastor meets you in UK and tell you that from your father's house, no, there are witches everywhere. Wọ́n ti rí i pé àwọn rẹ̀, this is a completed, uncompleted project, so they just pick up the job. Ìdí ni tá a fi ń pè wọ́n lẹ́lẹ́yẹ o. Why? There is nowhere you cannot find them, and they are everywhere. Are you taking your time to digest what I'm saying? It is not because they fly like a bird. Àì pé àwọn Iyaami lẹ́lẹ́yẹ torí pé wọ́n ń fò lóru. àìpè wọ́n. There is a lot of misconception, guys, that you need to come home to learn. Nollywood, Yoruba, whatever it is, will not take you anywhere. They will not take you anywhere. They are just chasing clout to make things look scary. The things that Nollywood actors does is the same thing that your pastors and imam do. They just want to scare you. Why? They want you to keep coming back from. Have you noticed that horror movies sell faster than the normal movie? People love to buy misery. They love to buy miserable life. They love to buy things that will make them feel bad and dejected and all that. So when pastors begin to torment them with lies, they will, oh God, ooh. When Nollywood is messing their imagery up, they begin to buy more. Àìpé àwọn Iyaami lẹ́lẹ́yẹ nítorí pé wọ́n ń fò lóru. We call them ẹlẹ́yẹ because of interconnectivity, strong wireless fidelity that they make use of. The moment they sign is on you here, wherever you get there, whoever is there will take up the job, and they cooperate with each other. They are indivisible. Like I was saying, these people are not bad people. Are you hearing that for the first time? The witches are not bad people. Just like the fact that you are envious of your fellow human being does not make you bad, so also witches are not bad people. As a matter of fact, the strongest support you can ever look for in life is the support of the witches. Bí wọ́n bá ń bẹ lẹ́yìn rẹ bí ike ni, wọ́n mọ̀ bọ́ ọ̀sùn, wọ́n sì mọ̀ bọ́ ọjí. Ẹni tí ó wà kojú rẹ̀ mọ̀ fẹ́ mọ̀. According to African spirituality, someone will call me a witch doctor. Why do you call me a witch doctor? Why? A witch doctor is a doctor who administers healing just because he has the understanding of how the nature and universe works. It is not my fault that I know better than you. It is because I'm diligent enough to observe, and I went to learn. So when you hear a little child say, Iyaami fún mi lájẹ́, it is not because wọ́n pọ̀ ẹyẹ sí lẹ́nu. The woman has taught that child the secret on how to manipulate nature and the world. Somebody will now tell you that ìgbà tí wọ́n ṣe deliverance wọn yẹn, ẹyẹ méje ló jáde láyà ẹ̀. Irọ́ ni, òtúbá ń tẹ irọ́ burúkú. And for those of you who kills all the nocturnal animals, like owl, like bat, those things are not witches. Illiteracy ló ń wọ́rí ilé ayé ẹ̀ tó fi ń pa àdán lóru, tó fi ń pa òwìwí lóru nítorí ọ̀ṣìnà. Now I'm going to give you a little bit background. Nocturnal animals like cockroaches, like rats, like some of these snakes, like bats, like owl, they don't have effectiveness during the day. You see, the ray of light messes up their eyesight and their sensitivity. So when you people have gone to bed, they now come out in the night. Nocturnal animal. Àwọn ẹranko kan tí ó jẹ́ pé òru nìkan ni ń jáde ní tiwọn. So when you see them in the midnight, either they are flying by your window, sometimes you are the one even attracting them. The ray of light from your room or your parlor or whatever could have messed up their eyesight. They needed a place to sit down and regain their vision. That time they are by your side, you will start shouting the blood of Jesus. Blood of Jesus. Yẹn ló dẹ̀ máa pa ẹ́. Now, a mọ̀ pé nǹkan kan ní ògùn láka yí ọ̀ṣẹ́ mọ́lẹ̀ olómi ń lè fẹ̀jẹ̀wẹ̀ ò láṣọ ń lè fi mọ̀ kí mọ̀ bóra bí aṣọ. Ọ pé nǹkan burúkú ni ìwọ mọ̀ pé blood of Jesus. Ọmọ I cover myself with the blood of Jesus. Kí ni ìyàtọ̀ láàrin ìwọ àti ògùn tá à ń sà? Ọmọ pé ògùn ò dáa, ìwọ sì ń fẹ̀jẹ̀ ń wẹ̀. Ọmọ ẹ̀jẹ̀ ọ̀pọ̀ oúnjẹ alẹ́ olúwa ni. Ọ̀jẹ̀ ẹran ara ọ̀pọ̀ oúnjẹ alẹ́ olúwa. You guys are vampire. Orí yín ò pé inú ti fẹ́ máa bí mi àmọ́ àwọn ìyá mi ní kí n calm down. Somebody is asking about the cat that walks around by the window in the night. Cats are also you can see cats are shy. Cats are shy. And I want you to understand something about nature and geographical locations. People always find a time to laugh whenever I'm doing broadcast. He's good. Sorry. Eye òdèrè kòkò. Òdèrè kòkò. People that lives in UK, please let me see your hand. Just give me a thumb up. Òdèrè kòkò. All those eye, all those birds. Can you see the way they flock around you in UK? They move around. Why? Because they are intelligent. They know there is a law that protects them in your terrain, that you cannot kill them. They feel safe, so they flock around you. The same eye, the same type. Bring the same type of that bird from UK. Don't say the one here. Bring them from UK. Put them in Nigeria and see the way they will be running away from human beings. Because some of the vampire, most of you, ebi te powering, eye te fi roast, eye te fi jẹun lenwa. So also the cats. The way cats understand UK, US is different from the way they understand Nigeria. They run from human being in Nigeria during the day and come out in the night. It is not because they are possessed or they are witches. We will get to that part. But because they are scared of you. They are also intelligent. The fact that you call them animals does not mean they don't have, and they transfer information within themselves. You can see the way animals behave in different terrain. Those things understand. You can't kill them in a certain terrain. You will kill them in a certain terrain. So they run from you here. They come for you here. In the night, here is the time they feel àwọn assassin yìí wọ́n ti lọ sùn ẹ̀jẹ̀ abọ́ta ká lọ lè ṣeré. O jẹ́ wọ́n gbádùn lóru ní ọ̀sán. O jẹ́ wọ́n gbádùn láàárọ̀. O tún fẹ́ jẹ́ wọ́n gbádùn lóru. Ṣáyé ń ṣe ọ ni. Do you think the whole universe is meant for only you? Will they not enjoy their life too? I'm asking. So the fact that you see a cat in the night does not mean, as a matter of fact, you need to know how to embrace nature. Nature has a lot to teach you. Birds have a lot to teach you about conception, about passion, about perseverance, about speed, about light. Take a moment. Take a walk out of the society of human beings. Go into the forest. Tell yourself you want to go camping. Look for one single animal and begin to watch. Concentrate on one aspect of that animal. You will be so wise. You will be wise beyond. You will see life in a different perspective. Technology cannot be possible except man can go to study natural intelligence. You want to create submarine, you have to learn from the fish. You want to create the best airplane, you have to learn from all the birds. Whatever you want to create a camera that see very well in the night, you have to learn from the cat, owl, and all those things. Those things are adorable. See, when I see people from abroad, outside Africa, adoring this animal, I feel like I'm in a wrong place. Mi ò ṣayé wá, ìlú ni mo ṣì wọ̀. And I feel I will do better if I'm not in this country, sir. So those things are not. Your pastor will do everything to scare you. Why? In your own dejectedness, in your own suffering, in your own misery life, in your own fear is his own money. One of them sold Goya oil. Just Goya oil. Ló ń tà. Goya oil. Tí wọ́n fi ń dín dòdò. Ó dẹ̀ ti ra private jet bíi 5 bíi 6. Ó ti kọ́ ìlú kan sí Sango Ọ̀tà. Òróró ní ń tà fún yín òróró. Ẹ sì ń rò òróró ayé yín sì ń jóná. Torí ẹ̀ làmìlaka. Ẹni tí ń ta òróró láyé rẹ̀ ń dà. Yóò tún máa ta handkerchief fún yín. Yóò pè mantu. Àbẹ́ nǹkan yìí. When they want to put the blame on you, they will make sure that they deflect your attention or distract you from the source of their power. Àwa ni wọ́n ń bá. Àmọ́ bí tá a ti ń ṣèpàdé pọ̀. Àmọ́ bí tá a ti ń múlẹ̀ pọ̀. But they know that if all of you have access to that power, there will be no auditorium for them. There will be no private jet for them. So it is their mandate in life to constantly bastardize Ìṣẹ̀ṣe, African spirituality, so that you don't look that way. Now, what did the Bible say? The Bible said, do not go back to Egypt, the land of bondage. Where is Egypt? Africa. They just want to turn you against yourself. They want to turn you against yourself. Tell me one of their Messiah that did not encounter Egypt before he can become something better. Is it Moses? Is it Jesus? They have to write their story back to Egypt. Why? Because everything happened in Africa. Those things are shenanigans. Ṣọ̀rọ̀ mi ń yé yín. Inú mi ń dùn pé tá a bá kóra jọ tá a pàdé pọ̀. Táyọ̀ ìṣẹ̀ṣe a máa ń rọ́gbọ́n kọ́ láàrin ara wa. Some people write me and they say, okay, you are diluting the information you are bringing out because you speak English and all that. I want us to know that the fact that I'm Baba Yoruba does not mean I'm only for Yoruba people. Even though Yoruba is my top priority, we want to spread the message. It's about reawareness of African spirituality. So allow us to cut across all. Àwọn Iyaami àjẹ́ ńlá ń sọ̀rọ̀ rẹ̀ lónìí. They are not bad people. I will now tell you. Is it àjẹ́? It's like àṣẹ. Àjẹ́ is like àṣẹ. Ajanaku is asking, sir, what's the connection between money and witchcraft? No connection at all. Please bring your question. Don't forget this question. Bring it when I'm about to begin to answer a question. Àjẹ́ is like àṣẹ. Àjẹ́ is like saying àjẹ́ in another way. Bá a bá jáwé àpékéwé ó jẹ́. Bá a bá wégbò àpékégbò ó jẹ́. Bójú omi lásán la bù tá a fẹ́ fi ṣiṣẹ́ agbára á pè kọ́ jẹ́ fún wa. Àjẹ́ is like saying kó jẹ́. Àjẹ́ is like saying àṣẹ. Àjẹ́ is authority. The authority that stamp a thing and say, so shall it be. So shall it be. It is done. It is so. Àwa atukọ̀ rẹ̀ lọ dáadáa. Pé inú gbogbo àwọn ẹ̀dá tí ń bẹ lórílẹ̀ ayé, all of these elements of nature, which of them carries the most pure, innate, metaphysical reality that is just yea and amen. We try to look for it amongst the animals. We found none. We look for it amongst the tree. We found none. We now began to look for it amongst the human, and we found one. When we found the one, we didn't find it in men. We find it in women. Àṣẹlẹ̀rí wọn o. Káyọ̀tì dúrídúrúdú nílẹ̀ adúláwọ̀ ń bí. Àwọn obìnrin wa níjọba táwa ń lójú ogun fún wọn. Women serve our queens. Yeah, of course, queen make love, they procreate. But we always have queens, not kings. When queens were our rulers, we were having territories and domain. When kings became our rulers, we started having kingdoms. You know, kingdoms is lesser than domain, terrain, and all that. And there are different levels of authority present in women. Èdí tá a ṣe ń pè wọ́n ní àwọn Iyaami àjẹ́ nìyẹn. Èdí tó ṣe rí pé ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ tí trying to explain witches and always looking for women, they don't understand what they are saying. They don't know. They just know that mostly when you mention witches, you have to talk about female. So somebody will say, "Amo bẹ̀rù obìnrin gan, oh bẹ̀rù obìnrin, bó bá bẹ̀rù obìnrin ò ní bóbìnrin kankan sùn. Bó bá bẹ̀rù obìnrin ò ní já obìnrin kankan kulẹ̀. Bó bá bẹ̀rù obìnrin ò ní gbọ́wọ́ rẹ sókè kó ọ̀nà obìnrin. Bó bá bẹ̀rù, amo bẹ̀rù obìnrin. Some of you should go and learn from Abacha. I'm not saying women killed Abacha, but Abacha can kill anybody, mess anybody up, but not women. When they killed Kudirat Abiola, the guy was barking like crazy. I didn't send you that. I didn't send you that. That's a man that understands the power of women. One of your pastors was talking the other day and saying it is not that Trump is not going to win because it's God told him so, but it is not because the opposition will win, but because the opposition will be demoted or be impeached and the woman will now take over. I said, is it forbidden for women to rule the world again? What are men scared of? That's a question we must ask. What are we scared of? And the most egocentric humankind, the egocentric species, the one who love respect so much, who want accolade so much, who want what so much is men. There's something that men are scared of. They were not born with that power. So they kill, they maim, they go to war to grab it. A woman will sit in a corner and will rule the whole world. Have you seen a powerful man that a woman cannot bring down and she will not lift a finger? Have you seen any kingdom that comes down and you didn't see women there? Hey. So when I have a wife and you want to get to me, either you want to kill me or you want to take something from me, you better go to my wife. Go to my wife. That's a woman. It has nothing to do with sex. But these women you see, they can mess your life up and they can make your life up. It's not about emotionalism, but I respect you people. Scientists were carrying out a certain research and they said the pain of childbirth when the woman is giving birth through natural, the pain of childbirth when it is converted to kinetic energy, it is more than 60 watt bulb. The pain of childbirth, it is more than 60 watt bulb. You see that 60 watt bulb, ordinary 10 watt, tell a man to touch it, omakuni. Tell a man to go through the pain of menstrual period alone. You see cool. Not to talk of the inconveniences of carrying it. Do you know what it takes to carry a human being inside you? To be the sowing ground for every life. They are multiplication in every way. This program is not to give accolade to women, but to talk about the witches. Awọn Iyaami àjẹ́. Èdè tí wọ́n ṣe ń pe àjẹ́mọ́ obìnrin. Àjẹ́nu, àjẹ́bí idán lẹ́rìí. Ọkùnrin tó bá fẹ́ ṣoríire kó má yájú sóbìnrin. Bó o bá fẹ́ ṣoríire jù, gbogbo ohun tó o bá ní láyé kó o fi máa tọ́jú aya rẹ̀. Pàápàá jùlọ aya tí ń fẹ́ tiẹ̀ ní rẹ̀. Wọ́n rò pé o ṣẹ́ṣu owó ni. Arákùnrin tí ń bèèrè nípa ìṣẹ́ṣu owó àti witchcraft òun. Ìṣẹ́ṣu owó tó dáa jù láyé kó o mọ gbádùn káyé rẹ̀ ó sì mọ lọ sẹ́lẹ̀ńkẹ́jọ lọ tọ́jú ìyá rẹ̀ àbí ìyàwó rẹ̀. Lọ lè tọ́jú ìyá tó bí ọlọ́mọ. Go and take care of him. Turn your mother into a goddess. As a matter of fact, if it's possible to create a shrine for your mother, worship your mother. There is only one Orisha in this universe that you can bow this head to, and that's a woman that loves you. So it is not a fake saying that says behind a successful man there's a woman. So I said behind a non-successful man, maybe there are more than one woman. Now this is not to talk about sex alone, but I'm saying how do you treat the women in your life? Those are the adjust. Bí o bá ń fẹ́ tiẹ̀ ní rẹ̀, yóò sì mọ dára fún ọ. Bí wọ́n sì fẹ́ kí tiẹ̀ ó bàjẹ́, a yóò sì mọ kẹ̀yìn sí ọ, yóò mọ lòdì sí ọ. No other person can appease the ajẹ́ but the babaláwo. Bàbá sì fẹ́ tù wọ́n lọ́kàn. A máa ń ṣí fìlà fún ọ ni, tá a forí balẹ̀ fún ọ pé ẹ̀yin ìyá, ẹ jẹ́ kí lè yọ ojúṣe. Now the word ajẹ́ is a collation of different entities. The spirit of all the mothers in the world. Every mother in the world is an ajẹ́. When she backs her child, it's like a lioness protecting her cub. Wọ́n bí ẹrẹ, wọ́n bí ẹtán. So when we want to do ìpèsè àwọn àgbà fáwọn àjẹ́, á pè kọ́mọ ó lọ lè ra nǹkan fún ìyá rẹ̀ àbí kí ìyá rẹ̀ ó fi nǹkan kan súre fún un. We want the spirit of your mother present before the panel of justice of the witches. So wọ́n mọ̀ pé ó lábíamọ ayé ó tún lábíamọ ọ̀run. Bọ́ọ̀ bá wá níyàmọ́ bóyá ti kú àbí kò gbàgbọ́ nínú tó ṣe, á lọ bá ọ wá àwọn ìyá àwòrán-ṣàṣà tí wọ́n dúró fún ọ gẹ́gẹ́ bí ìyá. Ìyá nìyá ń jẹ́ o, yálà ìyá tó bí ọlọ́mọ àbí ìyá tó gbà gẹ́gẹ́ bí ìyá tí. You get? That's why a woman who has not given birth recently, when a child is crying, ọmọ ẹ̀ ó dẹ̀ máa ṣẹ̀. She will be lactating. She is not pregnant. She didn't give birth recently, but she has the ability to reactivate her mothering nature. She will start lactating to breastfeed that child. And there is no child in the world, either white, albino, whatever it is, that a woman. Women are so general. They are so all-encompassing in nature that they can breastfeed and nurture to maturity any color or race of a child in the world. Are you with me? Nature made it so. We begin to understand it and study it for us to come to this conclusion. And that's what I'm teaching. The word Ajay comprises of entity like the spirit of all the mothers in the world. Báyé bá ń ṣe ni ayé là ń sátọ̀, bájẹ́ bá ń ṣe ni àjẹ́ là ń ké pè. It comprises of all the goddesses, all the deities that are female goddesses. Òòṣà Olókun, òòṣà Ajé, òòṣà Ọ̀ṣun, òòṣà Ọba, gbogbo àwọn òòṣà obìnrin róbìnrin, all of them together. And it is simply the ability to give authority to things, which we find mostly in women. Babaláwo lèmi. Bá a bá fẹ́ wẹ̀rí fèèyàn, bá a fẹ́ borí fèèyàn, tá a fẹ́ tẹfá fèèyàn, wọ́n lè lọ bè lọ́wọ́ babaláwo tó bá rí. Bí obìnrin ò bá tí ì wúre sí orí ọ̀hún, kò lè ṣe lè ṣiṣẹ́. If we want to do head appeasement for you, we want to maintain contact with your head, or we want to put you in the way of Ifa, the day of baptism, if we cannot find women, at least 3 elderly women, to pray, to issue decree, to say something to your head, forget about it. So you will know the difference between real Babalawo and correct Babalawo. If you go to do Itefa, àbí olóṣorí bíbọ, obìnrin ò sí ńbẹ̀ láti wúre fún ọ. And there is no woman there to help you wash all those ewé àti egbò tá a fi wẹ̀rí fún ẹ tó fi wẹ̀. All the things Babalawo is doing is null and void. Ó dà mo tún fẹ́ sọ fún ọ pé bá a bá tún lọ lè bọ̀gùn fún ọ. A nílò kóbìnrin ó bọ́ jẹ́nu iṣu ògùn ọ̀hún kó tó lè kẹ́bọ́ tó lè fín kó tó lè dà. So some of you will say, women, I don't want to see them in my shrine. Obìnrin òòṣà kó òòṣà tóbìnrin ò bá lágbára lórí rẹ̀, òòṣà òun ò lágbára rárá. Now this is not to say men are not spiritual at all. You will see more male babalawos than female. That does not mean there are no female babalawos too. We are administrators. We have the physical, the anatomy for rugged terrains. Our power is virtually external, while theirs is internal. That's why nature compensates every gender and every species. What you are weak at, I am strong at. Men are strong in their physical anatomy. Women are stronger in their inward anatomy, especially their spirituality. That's why I tell men who have a wife at home and sleep around with side chicks. Are you with me? It's rare to find a man who is a professional promiscuous person tó ń finú méjì ń bá yà rẹ̀ lò táyé ẹ̀ sì dá. á pe àwọn obìnrin ọ̀hún kí wọ́n wá súre kí wọ́n ṣàdúrà fún ọ. ṣùgbọ́n kí ló fa olókìkí òru wá? Kí ló mú olókìkí? A mọ̀ pé wọ́n ní àwọn olókìkí òru. Kí ni òkìkí? Those who are famous, who are more active when everywhere is calm. This would bring me to telling you that àjẹ́ tó pa ọmọ ẹ ò lè rẹ́jẹ̀ lẹ́nu ẹ̀. They are so quiet. They will finish you and they will not move. No, when they finish and not flinch. We are not talking about the midnight per se. We are talking about having the greatest form of strength in quietness. What is the characteristics of òru? Òru ni ìgbà tí gbogbo nǹkan ti pa lọ́lọ́. Àwọn aláìmọ̀kan, the ignoramus, will now say the animals that walk in the midnight are witches and wizards. No. The reason why we call them olókìkí òru, the one famous, is because of the way they operate in quietness. You see, Edo witches, they fly for... I hope you know that's comedy. Real witches, you won't even know. Real witches, you won't even know. That's why when some of them begin to dip their hands in bad stuff and they are about to exit because nature has caught up with them, you will be amazed what they have done when they begin to say it. The least people that you will expect to have done evil, those are the olókìkí òru. Wọ́n dẹ̀ dákẹ́ pa ọ́, wọ́n dákẹ́ jẹ́jẹ́ wọ́n sì pa ọ́. La fi ń pè wọ́n lólókìkí òru. One whose strength is more paramount in quietness, in calm time. That does not mean we can consult the àjẹ́ morning, afternoon, night. You must ń bá wọn sọ̀rọ̀, you want biffer devices, you want exchange communication, one pass information síra wọn. They work all round. Please, if you are hearing me clearly, let me know. Somebody is complaining that the video is interrupting. I don't know. If it is same for everybody, let me know so that we can. La fi pe wọ́n bẹ́ẹ̀. Now I'm taking my time to explain all these things to you so that you will know and you stop getting scared of this phenomenon set of people who have been abused for so long by our people. Olókìkí òru, eléyìí wà bẹ́ẹ̀. Bí wọ́n bá ń bínú sí èèyàn, the thing is, ilé ayé olóòtọ̀ wo sì mọ dojúrú. A wá pèsè ẹbọ kàǹkà tí ń kagún láyà. A lọ lè gbé fún wọn. Kí ni fàtà fi ń pèsè ẹbọ fáwọn ìyá? For every single element of nature, there is a voice, there is a message they are emitting out there. So there are significance of all those things we bring together. And those are the things that mediate for you in nature, that intercede for you in nature. Of these people called Awọn Iyaami, the only reason why you would say they are bad is this. Bẹ́lẹ́bí bá gbẹ́jọ́ lọ bá wọn, wọ́n gbèjà rẹ̀. Bálárè bá gbẹ́jọ́ lọ bá wọn, wọ́n gbèjà rẹ̀. You are on your right, they will support you. You are wrong, they will still support you. Theirs is you came to bring something and they have to support you. Ìdí rèé tó ṣe fẹ́ pé gbogbo ìgbà tá a bá fẹ́ ṣètùtù, a mọ̀ pèsè àwọn ìyá sílẹ̀. Many tó ti lọ lè fẹjọ́ wọ́ sùn wá, tó ti lọ lè fẹjọ́ wá sùn wọ́n. Ẹlòmíì wà tó ṣe wípé ń ṣe la ṣẹ́ kìí ṣòun gangan ní dá sẹ̀ríà fún wa, ibi tó ti rojọ́ wa dé ni. That's why you have to be careful of those you deal with, those you offend. You will offend somebody in the bedroom, ó máa sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ nínú dánfó, àwọn ìyá sì ń gbọ́, ìwọ ló fìyà jẹ báyìí, má dẹ̀ gbèjà ẹ, ó ń ṣọmọ bẹ́ẹ̀. The other day you gave me one sachet of pure water, you saw me carrying load, ẹnìkan wá fìyà jẹ, àgbèjà ẹ, ibi tẹ́lómi ti ń kó sọ́wọ́ nù. Ńlá fi sọ pé ẹbọ oṣó ṣerú, ẹbọ àjẹ́ ṣerú, ẹbọ olóògùn ṣerú, ẹbọ aláròká ò ṣerú. Báláròká bá ti rojú ẹni, yóò rojú ẹni fún gbọ̀ràn mi dẹlẹ́rù, wọ́n wà, they will personalize that matter. They are not the one offended you. Somebody reported you to them. Ìdí nìyẹn tá a fi pé ọ gbọ́dọ̀ ṣẹ́ obìnrin, bọ́ bá fẹ́ rojọ́ rẹ̀ yóò rojọ́ rẹ̀ pa ni. Ibi tó sì ti rojọ́ rẹ̀, owó gangan lè má ní agbára àrùn lára. She might not have activated that power in her, but those she's saying those things to, they will finish you. Yóò wá nira fún àwa babaláwo láti mọ ibi tí ogun ti ń jà ọ́. So sometimes they will say it is your wife that is behind your problem, not because she is directly behind it. Òun ló ti lọ lè fẹjọ́ rẹ̀ sẹ́ni tí ò yẹ kó fẹjọ́ sùn. There are men who does that too. They can speak. Bótò ní ó ṣe mí, ó ṣe gbá, ó ṣe wá rẹ̀. Ká má rogun ẹni bí ilé kan, arákùnrin tó win ní Big Brother tó kọjá, yóò rojọ́ rẹ̀ pa ni, ayé ó sì bínú sí ọ. Do you know what happened? Well, that is witchcraft. Take that last Big Brother for instance. I love you, doesn't love me, I feel bad, I speak to everybody about it. They sympathize with me and they come together to hate the person I'm talking about. Not because I really want them to hate the person, but because they love me so much, they would not have me live a miserable life, and so they combine for àpapọ̀ ẹlẹ́yẹlé rí wọn o. Àpapọ̀ ẹlẹ́yẹ tí wọ́n bá ti ń bínú síyàn, when there is conglomerate of bad energy flowing towards a person, ọ̀sìn mọ̀ ṣìṣe ọmọ ṣìlẹ̀tẹ̀. Nígbà ilé kan ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ń rojú ọmọbìnrin kiri, táyé ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ń lòdì sí ọmọbìnrin, mo ti mọ̀ pé yóò ṣìṣe. Ṣé ó ṣìṣe àbí kò ṣìṣe? Bẹ́lẹ̀ yẹn ṣe ń ṣe nù. That's a practical, I don't need to go further. Somebody don't like what you did to them, or somebody don't like you, and they begin to spread your news around, and they make so much people hate you, and so much people begin to vibrate or emit negative energy, bad vibe towards you, and the bad vibe begin to work on only you. Orí ẹ yẹn, àwa máa hóye, wàá máa ṣiṣẹ́, ọmọ ṣílẹ̀tẹ̀. People are laughing. I'm telling you how witchcraft work. The reason why we now say women is because women are the one who does that very well. To bá wà unfortunate, you will now go and jam a man that talks too much. Yóò gbé ẹ láyé lọ́wọ́. You cannot do business with someone who cannot phenomenal. Someone who do not know how to control their mouth. Wọ́n ra pátá, wọ́n gbé sórí internet. Wọ́n ra bàtà, wọ́n gbé sórí internet. You can't deal with those people. Those people that èmìrè. Ọjọ́ tó bá fàṣílẹ̀ wọn lọ́wọ́, ọ̀n rò pé ọ̀rẹ́ rẹ̀ tímọ́tímọ́ ni ọ́. Àmọ́ ṣé o mọ̀ pé ọ̀rẹ́ rẹ̀ tímọ́tímọ́ náà ní ọ̀rẹ́ tímọ́tímọ́ kan bì kan. Ọ̀rẹ́ tímọ́tímọ́ tirẹ̀ ní ọ̀rẹ́ tímọ́tímọ́ ń bì kan. Ayé ẹ ti di social media live. Ó wá dàbí public domain. Wọ́n ní mọ̀ sínú mọ̀ síkùn ńlá fàwọ́dá. Ọ̀rọ̀ tó o bá lè báláwo rẹ sọ mọ́ bá àyàn sọ, níta fi ń pe kọ́ borí sọ, má bẹ́ èèyàn sọ nù. That's how it works. So some people begin to emit bad energy towards you. Sometimes it might be involuntary, sometimes it might be voluntary. So I could sit down here and concentrate on something negative so much, the energy begin to, and that negative stuff will happen. Agbára ń bẹ níbi agbára ń bẹ, a máa palẹ̀mọ́. Nígbà mọ̀ yìí ṣe ìsìláàmù, torí inú ẹ̀sìn ìsìláàmù lábí mi sí, Zahidina Ali lórúkọ súnà mi, but I changed it a long time ago when I was in primary school. We do go for vigils as a Muslim person. Àmọ́ kéyà aláwọ̀ a máa poríṣiríṣi. Àmọ́ nítorí pé mo jẹ́ èèyàn kan tó jẹ́ wípé ibikíbi tí mo bá wà, wọ́n fẹ́ mọ òfin tó tó rẹ̀. Àfáà mi pè mí sẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ lọ́jọ́ kan. Ó fi àṣírí kan lé mi lọ́wọ́. They call it space traveling. Space traveling. You will be here, but you'll be there. Ọjọ́ kò ń bí, wọ́n sì mọ rí ọ̀nbọ̀ mi. You can also possess other people. Either you invade their dream or you invade their life. Mess them up or do whatever you want to do and come. Agbára burúkú ni agbára ọ̀hún. Ìdí kan yọjọ tẹ́mi ṣe di adáwọ̀ agbára burúkú ìdúró ni pé wọ́n wà Nàìjíríà ń bí ẹ mọ̀ pé ká lọ sí Amẹ́ríkà àwọ̀ débi àmọ́ wo títì káàkiri bá a bá ti wò tán á padà wá sí Nàìjíríà náà nínú ooru burúkú yìí nínú ooru tí ò da yìí wọ́n máa gbádùn nínú ẹ̀mí wọn ò ní lè gbádùn lójú ayé mi ò fẹ́ mọ́ àfà àwọn ò fẹ́ mọ́ o. Kí láǹfààní pé lóru ọ̀gànjọ́ mo lọ sí ìlú ọba mo wá jí sí Nàìjíríà Buhari yìí wọ́n mọ̀ gbọ́n ti pààyàn sóṣòdì o NEPA ti múná lọ o transformer ṣe blow ní o gọ́tà ti overflow níbi bẹ́ẹ̀ mo ti gbádùn lóru mo wá ń jẹ̀yà lójú ayé àfa àwọn ò ṣe mọ́ yóò yàyàn wèrè agbára burúkú ni. I knew nothing about African spirituality then. That was in Islam. Later, I got to know that they learned it from our people here. But why will our people stop using such power? Because they understand that this thing disrupts the order of nature. So we stop those things. Àmọ́ àwọn ìyá yìí ń lò ó sì ṣeé ṣe tí wọ́n bá fẹ́ dá ọ lórí rú wọ́n lè hàn sí ẹ lójú oorun. You are asleep. But someone is not sleeping. Someone is focused on invading you. And so they invade you successfully, mess you up, and then go back. Tí ọmọkùnrin bá ti tójú bọ́ àbọ́mọbìnrin tó bá ti tó kọ́ mọ́ ọba àyàn sùn, ó ṣeé ṣe kó ní tí à ń pè ní wet dream. Tí ó mọ bóbìnrin lò pọ̀, pàápàá jùlọ obìnrin tó ronú rẹ̀ kẹ́yìn lálẹ́ àná. However, if you are not careful, if that kind of experience is conversant, if àsẹ́yìn ní à ń pè, it is just about interrupting your life in the subconscious because you are never asleep. One thing I want all mankind to know, there is no sleep. Not because you are wicked. You don't sleep. It's either you die or you are awake. You are actively awake. You are passively awake. When you are, like now, we are actively awake. But when we go to, we are passively awake. Ọmọ rí pé bọ́ ọba ń sáré lójú oorun, ó sì mọ làágùn lójú ayé. Bí wọ́n bá ń bá ọ sùn lójú oorun, ọmọ dà lójú ayé. You are never asleep. There is no sleep for you. The moment you were conceived, there is no sleep. All ṣiṣẹ́ iṣẹ́ la go ṣe kó ṣiṣẹ́ tó fi kú ni. They know. They understand this power. And they can either face you in real life or when you are passively asleep. Ẹ lè pè ní astro or astral traveling, yeah. But in tá à ń pè kọ́ nìyẹn. Ibi nǹkan táwa ń pè kọ́ ní eléyìí níbí báyìí. Ẹ wá rí wípé kì í ṣe dùbà obìnrin nìkan ló lè lórú àwọn agbára yìí, ọkùnrin ń lò ó. Something must have happened to you before. You woke up in the morning, a certain person you have not heard from for a long time crossed your mind. And you thought about that person, you focus on that person alone. Maybe you begin to recount the memories that you guys have shared together and all that. And in the next few minutes, the person calls you. That he or she is also thinking about you. Either of you initiated that thing. There is what we call traveling between you. You connected that person. If that is possible, then witchcraft is possible. If you can do that, you are a witch also. You have only done that on a neutral level. You can also do that on a negative vibe. Bó bá jókòó pé kẹ́nìkan ó ṣorí ibú tó sì ń ronú ẹ̀ tó ń rò, when the thought of your mind matches with your emotion, especially with the words you say, orí bó sì mọ bẹni náà bí ò bá lájẹsára ń la fi pé ká ṣiṣẹ́ agbára fúnra wa tá a fi ṣe má darí kan fáwọn èèyàn kò ṣe dandan pọ̀ ṣẹ́ ní ọ̀hún kò ṣe dandan pọ̀ mẹ́ni ọ̀hún rí. It's nature. As long as you breathe in air, you are susceptible. You drink water, you are susceptible. You walk on the ground, because those are the elements that these people bring together to make your life. Are you with me? Another example I will give to you is this. Àwọn nǹkan tí ń tì mí bọ ìṣẹ̀ṣe rèé o. Lọ́jọ́ kan, the very first and the last orí òkè tí wọ́n lọ, all this mountain, Prophet Mountain. Wọ́n pe orí òkè ọ̀hún náà ní orí òkè ìrọ̀rùn. Went there. My mother took me there. We just went there for a retreat because my mother is my goddess and she's also my student. The way I teach you guys is the way I teach my mother. And we went there, we were praying. And whenever we break in the evening, I noticed a certain elderly person. He won't join us in prayer. He will stay aloof talking. He won't eat. I see leaves and several things in front of him. So I walked up to him. I've always loved elderly folks. I'm never scared of anybody. I went to him. Baba, ṣé ẹ ò lóúnjẹ tẹ́ jẹ ni ká fún yín nínú tiwa kẹ́ fi sínú àwẹ̀? The Baba now said, it is not because I don't have food to eat, but I was given a certain job and I must complete it. Today is my 4th day. I said, if you are not offended, sir, what kind of job? The Baba is a wolio. Can you hear me? He's a wolio. Baba said, there's a particular senator that somebody want to kill. And there's a need for that senator to leave this physical planet and re-enter in the next 7 days. They just want to snuff this person out of this anatomy. And I was given the job. And that's why I'm on this mountain. And while you people are breaking your fast, I break my fast with bitter leaf, bitter cola, every single thing that is bitter. In fact, if I'm to drink orange, I will not drink the inside of the orange, I will drink the back of the orange. And as bitter as I feel, as inconvenience as I feel, with that passion, I utter a word into the air. It goes to this man, and this man, Kibati, Yoku, Lodomeji Oni. I said, Baba, have you done this before? He said, several ones. Several ones. He now said, sit down. But he told me, this is the way to do it. I said, Baba, but you are a prophet now. He said, aha, keniche woli. I said, but this place is supposed to be Jesus' place. Anywhere is anywhere. Everybody came. He said, the world is for everybody. There is no Jesus place. There is no, the world is for, come to do what you want to do. Said, the secretion is what I need. And this is the 4th day. That is a wolio. It says sometimes when I want to feel so much pain, I put up a candle and I make sure the wax of a candle is coming to my hand. The passion, the pain, the bitterness in me, I utter the words into the atmosphere and the air takes it to this man. He's going to die. He said there is no he will die. Is that a witch or not? Is it because he's wearing white gown? Can we say? Now, witchcraft is ability, the knowledge of nature and how to manipulate these things. Bí babaláwo bá ṣe ẹ pé èèyàn burúkú ni, ṣùgbọ́n táwọn wòlíì yín bá ṣe ẹ pé Jésù lọ́ba. So I'm saying, are you a witch or not? Do you have the power and capability to be a witch or not? If you are serious about it. So motivational speaker will tell you that if you can picture it, you can have it. They really did not tell you the protocols and the procedures behind it. They are just saying, picturing is not enough. Focusing with your emotion, with your everything, brings your dream to reality. You can have a dream for somebody to die. You can have that's why when you are driving or something, it will come or àwọn èrò ọ̀hún ń fẹ́ nú afẹ́fẹ́ and you are picking up signals and frequency pé kí mọ́tò yóò tàkìtì kí lọ́ọ́ ṣe é no rárá kàkà kọ́ ọmọ sọ pé àrígbókìtì Jesus name ọmọ sọ pé ẹnu lẹ́sẹ̀ fi ń pa èkùrọ́ ojú ọ̀nà babalá mẹ́ni ọ̀la láàmú ká tó rí alágẹmọ mú alágẹmọ ó ṣe kí ni yóò bọ́ sábẹ́ ewé yóò bèwé lọ orí mi kọ́ ọrùn mi kọ́ ikú mi ò ń ṣe ní abárẹni tí ń porí mi níbi ọ̀gẹ́rẹ́ làgbẹ́ ń wọ́tọ̀ kọ́ ẹ̀ lẹ́yìn kí wọ́n máa wọ́tọ̀ kú wọn lẹ́yìn ọ̀rẹ́bí dànù sí orí oníbìnú and sometimes tá a bá ń dífá ọ̀pẹ̀lẹ̀ ifá ó mọ̀ ń gbé ìdí òye kọ́ gbé jáde àwọ̀ tuurutu ni àwọ̀ ọ̀pẹ̀lẹ̀ ifá ni àlékò àwọ̀ ọ̀pẹ̀lẹ̀ ifá jáde ni a lọ lè bomi sí omi lẹ̀rọ̀ á padà síbẹ̀ ni nígbà tí ọ̀sà ẹlẹ́yẹ bá yọ lójú ifá àgàgà tó bá yọ sí nǹkan tó jẹ́ pé ire la fẹ́ pè a ò fẹ́ pè bí. àlàyé lẹ́kùnrẹ́rẹ́ mo ti ṣe fún yín o ó yẹ kẹ́ ẹ mọ̀ fowó ránṣẹ́ sí mi ni o láìṣẹ̀ láìrò láìṣe nǹkan kan fún yóò yẹ kẹ́ ẹ kọ̀ máa kówó sínú àkáǹtì mi kí n lè mọ̀ so a lot of people you look up to have misled you. It is called miseducation, and miseducation is the sole aim of the religion of the invaders. Gbẹ́rẹ́ ẹyẹ wà iṣẹ́ àwọn ẹlẹ́yẹ ń bẹ tá a bá fẹ́ ṣàfihàn ká fi ṣe mádàrí kan àbí ká fi ṣẹ̀yọ́nú ayé o gbégbá o mọ̀ gbé o gbá o mọ̀ gbé o fọwọ́ kàn yẹ ọyọ o lọ ìlú èmọ̀ wọn dá ọ padà o ṣe gbogbo ẹ̀ ṣáà ń dojúrú wọ́n ti reprogram láìfọ ẹni o láìfọ ẹ lọ́ ti wọ́n ti introduce virus láìfọ ẹni o àwọn ìyá lálọ́ lè bẹ̀ àwọn abiyamọ ayé àwọn abiyamọ ọ̀run ni wọ́n kóra jọ pọ̀ ni wọ́n mú wúre fún ọ ẹni bá rí wá pé orí rẹ níbi ńgbò tí sá di ọgbà kórìtọ̀ wo máa forí wọn kó eléyìí dára ju ẹ̀jẹ̀ Jésù tẹ́ ẹ fi ń bora lọ ẹ ti ń fẹ̀jẹ̀ Jésù ọ̀hún bora ẹ ti ń wẹ̀ nú ẹ̀jẹ̀ Jésù ẹ̀yin mujẹmujẹ ayé yín ò dára ju bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ bẹ́ẹ̀ ojoojúmọ́ lẹ̀ ń padà lọ́lé ìjọsìn ọ̀hún ẹ̀ẹ̀mẹ́ta lọ́sẹ̀ ni ẹ sì mọ̀ sanwó fún Jésù ọ̀hún àmọ́ bá a bá ní kẹ́ ẹ mówó ìdáfáwá ká lè mọ nítorí yín gbà àti ohun tíṣẹ́ kàn lára yín ẹ mọ̀ pé owó yẹn ti wọ́n ju ẹ mọ̀ yìí tẹ̀ ń fáwọn pásítọ̀ yìí babaláwo wo lẹ rí tí ń wa private jet yóò dára fún wa yóò yẹ wa kalẹ̀ a ò ní ríjà ẹlẹ́yẹ a ò ní ríjà ayé bí ọ̀rọ̀ àwọn ẹlẹ́yẹ ṣe rí nù àwọn ìyá mi àjẹ́ ọ̀sàlà ńsọ́lọ́ òṣòlò ńsálà arógbá aṣọ má balẹ̀ ní ọ́ bí iṣẹ́ rẹ bá kàn wọ́n á lọ lè bẹ̀ wọ́n fún ọ ni a ò lè bá wọn jà bó ti jẹ́ wípé wọ́n lè ti fàmì sí ọ lára á wàá fàmì mí á fi sí ọ lára bí wọ́n bá rí ọ wọ́n mọ̀ pé ọmọ gbàrẹ́ a ò gbọ́dọ̀ pa àwọn ìfọmọ rẹ̀ bọ̀ rẹ̀ wọ́n ìfọmọ rẹ̀ bọ̀ rẹ̀ láyé fàbàdà ọ̀rọ̀ mi ò yé bẹ́lẹ̀ ìṣeré nìyẹn lára ìṣọ́ra níbẹ̀ bá a bá sì bọ fá à ń bọ orí ni bá a bá borí à ń bọlẹ̀ bá a bá bọlẹ̀ à ń bògùn bá a bá bògùn á ti fi oúnjẹ àwọn ẹlẹ́yẹ sí á fòúnjẹ àwọn ẹlẹ́yẹ sí àmọ́ kó tó di pé á lọ lè máa bẹ ẹlẹ́yẹ ayé fún ọ ẹlẹ́yẹ ọ̀run fún ọ ọ kọ́kọ́ tọ́jú ẹlẹ́yẹ ayé tìrẹ náà àwọn wo lẹ́lẹ́yẹ ayé rẹ gbogbo obìnrin kóbìnrin tó o bá pàdé every woman in your life is a witch. You need their support. In a twinkle of an eye, a woman can put you up, and in a nanoseconds, they can bring you down. Ẹlẹ́yẹ sì wá yàtọ̀ sí ẹlẹ́yẹ. Ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ yín wọ́n ti jíjẹ́ fún yín wípé èmèrè ni yín wọ́n sì pé ẹlẹ́gbẹ́ lọmọ yìí you have some èmèrè ní ẹ you have pé wọ́n lọ lè wo èmèrè mọ́ jẹ́ kí wọ́n wo èmèrè ara rẹ àbí tọmọ rẹ dànù o. àwa fẹ́ràn èmèrè ká máa fẹ́ èmèrè ká sì máa fẹ́ àjẹ́ wọ́n máa ń ràn wá lọ́wọ́ ni àmọ́wọ́ wọn wọ́n sì mọ́wọ́ wa. Just like a person goes to them to say, support me for what is evil, so another person can go to them and say, support me for what is good. So if someone had gone to report you for evil, make your claim and also get their support for good. Béèyàn bá ti á fẹjọ́ rẹ sùn níbi ehunkihun tí wọ́n bá ti fi pamọ́ sí ọ lọ́wọ́ sí ọ lára, bá a bá lọ lè bá ọgbẹ́jọ́ rẹ rò, ẹbọ ó máa lọ padà sórí ẹlẹ́bọ, àṣàsí ó máa padà sórí alásàsí. Ìyá rẹ làjẹ́ ayé rẹ àkọ́kọ́, ìyá tó bí ọlọ́mọ. Èyí tí mo fẹ́ sọ yìí pàápàá jùlọ sáwọn ọkùnrin, ìyá tó bí ọlọ́mọ ń làjẹ́ ayé rẹ àkọ́kọ́, ọ gbọ́dọ̀ mọ bọ́ ni bí òòṣà. Àbí ẹni gbà ọ́ tọ́ gẹ́gẹ́ bí ìyá, ṣùgbọ́n ìtọ́ dẹ̀jẹ̀ sí ọ lórí òun. Àìṣe gọ̀lọ̀tọ̀ kí ìyá ẹni, mo ti sọ fún yín nínú àwọn, àìṣe gọ̀lọ̀tọ̀ kí bàbá ẹni. Èdè àìyedè lè ṣẹlẹ̀ láàrin ọmọ àti bàbá, kọ́mọ ó sì ṣoríire, ṣùgbọ́n tí ìyá ẹni bá ti ń lòdì sí ni, o ti kọ́kọ́ disconnect rẹ from any kind of. Èmi ò sì ní mú ìyá rẹ lájẹ́, kódà bí mo bá mọ̀ pé ìyá rẹ ń bínú sí ọ, n á sọ fún ọ pé ìyá rẹ ní bẹ́ẹ̀ di ọ̀rọ̀ rẹ̀ láyé. Ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ yín bẹ tó jẹ́ pé bẹ́ẹ̀ tí ń gbá ìró ẹ̀ lọ́kàn wípé wọ́n lọ lè bá babaláwo àbí wọ́n lọ bá baba Yorùbá kí wọ́n bá mi, àwọn tí wọ́n ń ṣe yín ti ṣáájú wa, wọ́n ti ṣáájú yín débí. Á bẹ̀ wọ́n ni, èyí táwa ò bá lè ṣe, á kàn sí àwọn àwòrò ṣàṣà tí wọ́n kọ́ àwa ń ṣe, àwọn bàbá arúgbó kùjẹ́kùjẹ́. Bí mo bá ní ẹ mówó ifá wá, ẹ rò pé mi ni mò ń ná. Ká tó fólúwo bí ká tó fólúwo ọ̀hún, gbogbo wọn lájọ́ ń ṣiṣẹ́ fún yín. Bàbá tọ́jú arúgbó ẹni àti dàgbà oníkálukú ó ṣòro. Ìyá tó bí ọlọ́mọ làjẹ́ àkọ́kọ́ tí ń bẹ lé ayé rẹ̀. So when they say your mother is a witch, don't take it wrongly. Let's say for once your pastor is right. If he says your mother is a witch, don't say because of that you want to maltreat your mother. Go and take care of that your witch. Every man to his own witch. Go and take care of your witch. Tájẹ̀ bá yọ́nú sí ọ, ayé ó sì mọ rọrùn fún ọ. Àwọn wọ̀nyí sì mọ́ra wọn. Torí ìdí èyí ló ṣe pé tó bá móbìnrin lọ́lé, láì ṣe pé ìyá rẹ̀ mọ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀tẹ́lẹ̀, yóò wò báyìí, yóò ti bá ẹsẹ̀ òsì méjì lélẹ̀. Bí wọ́n bá ń pèèyàn lẹ́lẹ́sẹ̀ òsì méjì, wọ́n ti jẹ́ ó yé ọ pé agbára tí ń bẹ lára rẹ̀ ò lè bá tì ọmú. Ìyá rẹ̀ yìí ṣaláwo, àjẹ́ ara rẹ̀ ní sọ̀rọ̀ òun. Wọ́n bá wọn kọ́ gbọ́rọ̀ sí yan lẹ́nu, wọ́n bá wọn kọ́ tí gan yìí, ntójú àpàgò kẹ́yìn àkàrò ní, ntójú wà lójú òrì. Àjẹ́ ayé rẹ̀ àkọ́kọ́ nù. Àjẹ́ tó tún bẹ nílé ayé rẹ̀, wọn wá lè sọ bóyá ìyá rẹ̀ ti kú o. Maybe your mother is dead and your elder sister or something, or maybe even your younger sister choose to step up the role of being behind you like a hunchback. Don't play with her. And being a witch has nothing to do with age. Gbogbo wa pátápátá la lájẹ́ kan nú ẹbí wa, tá a tàn mọ́ gẹ́gẹ́ bí ẹ̀jẹ̀ tó jẹ́ ẹ̀jẹ̀ wa. There are so many people here. Àjẹ́ tí ìyá wọn níhun ni wọ́n fi ń ṣoríire. Ọjọ́ ìyá wọn bá sì jọ́ lọ́hún ń pè, àbí tí wọ́n bá fayé lẹ̀, tí wọ́n bá fayé lẹ̀, ọ̀nà wọn sì mọ dojúrú. Arákùnrin kan bẹ́ẹ̀ ń lu Èkó ń bí. Àwọn kan mọ̀ pé lójú yọbọ́. Orúkọ ẹ bá rí kẹ́ pé ìgbàjà rẹ̀ ń bẹ láyé, ọlókìkí. Gbogbo èèyàn lọ́jọ́ lójú. Gbogbo èèyàn lọ́jọ́ lójú wọn. Òkìkí rẹ̀ kàn, owó rẹ̀ ga, ó ti ṣe gómìnà nílé Èkó ń bí. Ìgbàjà rẹ̀ ń bẹ láyé, kò sí ohun tó bá fọwọ́ bà bí elégbèdé ni dídún ní dún. Ọjọ́ tí ìyá rẹ̀ kú ló bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ń tẹ́ o. Ọjọ́ tájì ayé rẹ̀ rọ̀run, ló bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní tẹ́. Ibi ọkù sílẹ̀ rí hùn. Ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ wa, àwọn arúgbó wa, àwọn àjẹ́ wa, àìtọ́jú wọn. A lọ lè mọ́ fi wọ́n sí old people's home. Bínú àjẹ́ ayé rẹ̀ bá ṣe ń dùn tí, lọ́wọ́ rẹ̀ ó ṣe mọ́ bá. O gbọ́dọ̀ fìyà tọ́ bí ọ ṣeré, àjẹ́ kan pàtàkì tọ́ nílò láyé rẹ̀. Àjẹ́ kejì rẹ̀ o, àjẹ́ tọ́ lọ lè fọwọ́ ara rẹ̀ fẹ́. Àjẹ́ àfọwọ́fà. Tọ́ bá rí obìnrin, n ò sọ obìnrin tó jẹ́ pé ó kakọ̀ bára wa sùn ká máa lọ. Obìnrin tó bá finú tán, ó ti wà nípò àjẹ́ nílé ayé rẹ̀ ni. Tó bá ti gbọ́kànlé ọ pé I will do anything to support this boy, ó ti dàjẹ́ nílé ayé rẹ̀. Ọba wọn kọ́ ọ má máa ṣẹbọ rẹ̀ lọ́tọ̀, kò dá máa dánú rẹ̀ dùn. Nǹkan ń bẹ láàrin yín bí ìbálòpọ̀ o, kò sí nǹkan láàrin bí ìbálòpọ̀ o, kò dá máa. Sometimes kò send the credit sí. Tóyìn, mo ní kí fún ẹ credit ni, kí ni fẹ́ fi ṣe? Mo kàn fẹ́ fún ẹni kó kọ̀ ná. àwọn àjẹ́ kan bẹ ní gbogbo agbègbè rẹ, ẹjọ́ ń ṣiṣẹ́ pọ̀, o ti lè bá wọn lò pọ̀, ẹjẹ́ kò dá máa dánú wọn dùn. Ìwọ ọmọkùnrin tó ń gbọ́ mi lónìí máa gbọ́ dáadáa kí n mọ àwọn obìnrin kan bẹ tó ti fẹ́ ká tètè kọ́ ṣe ìbẹ̀rẹ̀ ayé rẹ, wọ́n ti lọ lè lọ́kọ tiwọn o, wọ́n ti bímọ tiwọn, àmọ́ kò síjọ́ tó o bá pè wọ́n, kò ń ṣe fún básùn o, kò síjọ́ tó o bá pè wọ́n, wọ́n ó jẹ ọ, kò sì síjọ́ ọjọ́ bí rẹ tí wọ́n ó gbàgbé. àwọn obìnrin kan bẹ́ẹ̀ wọ́n wà lé ọkọ tiwọn o, kì í ṣe pé wọ́n fẹ́ fẹ́ ọ, ṣùgbọ́n wọ́n ti fira wọn sípò àjẹ́ ńlẹ̀ ayé rẹ. nǹkan tó bá fẹ́ kàn ọ́, wọ́n kọ́kọ́ pé kó kan àwọn náà. irúfẹ́ obìnrin bẹ́ẹ̀ kò ní fi ṣe bí bá ń bẹ́ ńlẹ̀ ọkọ bó bá ti bímọ tirẹ̀, yìí mọ́ tọ́jú rẹ̀, mọ́ bọ́ bí òòṣà. àjẹ́nu tí ń wá rere fún ọ, awore tí ń wá rere fẹ́ yẹn nù. ká má bàa sọ wípé ó wá lọ lè fẹ́ àjẹ́ tirẹ̀ níṣu lọ́kà. èyí la fi pé ká yẹ̀ wò kẹ́ ẹ tó gbégbèsè lọ́kọláya. kẹ́ ẹ tó gbégbèsè, ẹ mọ bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní tẹ ìbéèrè yín o, please be putting your question. kẹ́ ẹ tó gbégbèsè lọ́kọláya, ẹ jẹ́ àyẹ̀wò irú àjẹ́wò rèé. ṣé ń fàjẹ́ tirẹ̀ ṣe nǹkan dáadáa ni àbí fi ń ṣe búburú? torí ọkùnrin mi ò fẹ́yàwó mi, gbogbo ìlọsíwájú rẹ̀ ó sì mọ di ìlọsẹ́yìn. ẹnájì wọn ò bára mu. ọ̀fẹ́yà owó mi yóò kàn ẹ̀yìn wá àti ìyá rẹ̀ síra yín, ayé ò bá máa dojúrú fún ọ. ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ọmọ ló ti jáde láyé láìpẹ́ ọjọ́ nítorí kíni? ó ti tàpá sórí irun rẹ̀. àjẹ́ ni gbogbo àwọn wọ̀nyí o, ó sì ní tá a fi fún wọn. o gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́ kí àjẹ́ tí ó bí ọ kó tasì àgẹ̀rẹ̀ sájẹ́ tó fẹ́, o sì gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́ kí àjẹ́ tó fẹ́ kó ṣe alátakò àjẹ́ tó bí ọ. àjẹ́ tẹ́ ẹjọ́ ọjọ́ rẹ̀ pọ̀, àjẹ́ tẹ́ ẹjọ́ ṣiṣẹ́ pọ̀, o gbọ́dọ̀ yájú sájẹ́ láyé. ṣùgbọ́n báwo ló ṣe lè rìn torí òní mì? mo fẹ́ rìn báyìí, ó wá sọ pé orí ó mọ mì. ọmọrú ẹni tó ti ṣẹ̀, ó lè jẹ́ èdè àìyedè, ó sì lè jẹ́wọ́ lọ jàre, àmọ́ ọ jàre ọ jẹ̀bi. alágbára ń fagbára nani lójú, ká lè gbàgbára lọ́wọ́ alágbára ni, yóò sì ra ìdí rẹ̀, yóò sì lọ. That's why we say we must be careful, and we must, just like you buy your phone and you put antivirus, you buy your computer, you buy your car, you take it for servicing. Can you service your own spirituality once in a month? Make it a point of duty to aláwo rẹ lọ. Go to your witch doctor or your babalawo, whatever you call them. I don't subscribe to witch doctor and other. Babalawo is babalawo. Explain to them in English, the custodian of secrets of nature. Go to them and tell them, I want to do maintenance, I want to do reconnection. Kó tó di pé wo náà wà dípò babalawo mú, o gbọ́dọ̀ ní ẹni tí ń ṣiṣẹ́ fún ọ gẹ́gẹ́ bí aláwo. ẹnìkan béèrè pé who is Iyaami Òṣòròǹgbà? àwọn Iyaami Òṣòròmànìgà arúgbó mọ̀ṣọ́mà, the same thing as the witches. So kindly brush the issue again, my network in that. Please, the video will be available on our platform after the broadcast, and you'll be able to review it. Who are the Osho? Osho ṣe rí Osho ní ìdàkejì àjẹ́. àjẹ́ tí bá ń hùwà ìkà là ń pè lóṣó. tí wọ́n bá pé èèyàn ṣónú, àjẹ́ tí bá ti ń hùwà ìkà là ń pè lóṣó. ṣọ́rọ̀ mi yé? Don't say, okay, a female is a witch, a man is a wizard, or female is àjẹ́, man is Osho. No. alágbára kágbára tí bá ti ń fagbára ń hùwà ìkà sọ́mọlàkejì, ó ti doṣó. ìwà ìkà ni wọ́n ń pè ní kéèyàn ṣónú kó jẹ́ oṣó. ọ̀rọ̀ mi yẹn yé? ẹ ṣé. àjẹ́ jẹ́ ẹni tó lágbára, that can manipulate nature and all that understand, and you can be àjẹ́ too. But the day you use your own authority, which is Ajẹ́, which is Ajẹ́, which is Àṣẹ, the day you use your Àṣẹ, the power of authority, to do something negative to someone else, even if they offend you, and you begin to do negative, ó ti dóṣó, ó ti dìkà. Àjẹ́ ọ̀dára, oṣó ni ọ̀dá. àmọ́ bá a bá ti ń ṣèpèsè àwọn àjẹ́, a mọ̀ ṣètò oṣó, torí àjẹ́ náà lóṣó. It depends on how this person use the power they have. Any more question? Think my battery is going low, and I'd like to wrap up. Have we learned anything? Have we learned anything at all? Are you okay with the explanation? Would you be scared of the witches from now on? Or would you embrace and take care of them? It's unfortunate that your pastors and your imam will tell you that a fair lady, especially those one with blue eye, they are emere, they are mami water spirit. It's a lie. In Africa, you cannot be beautiful in peace. They will tag you. And you cannot be ugly in peace. They will still call you Aje. That someone is ugly and looking hungry or having malnutrition, how do you expect people living in village to look when they don't get all the med that you people do? They are more healthier than you, but they don't have all this unnecessary fat and cancerous whatever in them. So because they are looking slim and all that, they are Aje automatically. Please. Who are the Inwins? Inwins are the genies. They are spirits of the bush. They are spirit of the bush. They are spirit of the bush. Oro. Inuigi. We have the words of the tree. Oro. That's why when we want to get a leaf or for herbs and all that, abasoro, uno bawasoro. Tewe obaje yoko yosofuwa. Oro nimbenugi. Enwe nimbenugo. The story we are taught in school about the Yoruba coming from Mecca, is it true? It's a lie. They just want to sell you Islam this thing. Everybody exists in their terrain. Mekambo. Do you know that every human race left from Africa? Every human race left from Africa. So weather begin to, you can see how dark skin I am. Let me get to Europe or something. I'll be so fair. The weather begin to, the photosynthesis, the X-ray, the light ray begin to affect my complexion also. So when you stay there for so long, there's something we call mutation. Everyone left from Africa. So somebody is saying white witches are Aje, black and red are Osho. I don't know their color. It's you that is giving them color. Yeah. Osho. Somebody say, but witches are evil if they can just choose to hurt others out of jealous. Yes. That's why you have to guide yourself to. Are you not jealous sometimes? You sometimes get jealous. That's human nature. So what do you do with your jealousy? You do negative stuff with it or you do positive stuff with it. So that's it. Do you let things go? Because that's why you need to have knowledge. Before you can begin to understand power, first take care of your control yourself first. It's natural to be jealous. It's natural to be jealous. Just natural. But what you do with your jealousy is what happens. Okay, somebody is still asking what is the difference between white, black, and red witches. There is no color with witches. No color. You have been watching too much Nollywood movie. There is no color with witches. They are just using that to tell you the degree of. There is no color with witches. All right, without much ado, maybe we should just wrap up today. You have learned a lot. What's this? Is he Emiri and Omoumi? Someone who identifies with water. Who identify whose primary element of nature is water is Omoumi. Then the Emiri are folks who are aware of their spiritual or divine power. They are folks who are aware of their divine power, and too much of Nollywood movie will give you so many names. Names that you will not be able to explain. All those things are names. Somebody is asking what is different between Oshole and Ogunwowo. Èmi ò lè dáhùn irú question yìí o, but èkéyìí tó bá ṣe ń bẹ̀ ó máa padà kú ni o. Between Oshole and Ogunwowo, I can't answer, but whichever one of them you do, you will still die. You will die a miserable death. Àṣírí bíbò ń bẹ, iṣẹ́ ajé ń bẹ, Oshole, Ogunwowo. Bí kò gbó kò kú dànù àbí kí mọ́tò pa àbí kò ya wèrè àbí nǹkan burúkú ni ó ṣẹlẹ̀ sí ọ. I won't say more than that. So if you have been called Ebere, please reach out to me. I'll help you amass your power and direct it positively. You don't need to be scared of yourself. Can one have more than one Egbe? The one Egbe you have, how are you managing it? The one Egbe that you have, that one Egbe you have, how are you managing it? that you want to have more. What do you need egbe for? See, these people use terminology to bastardize your power. Whenever they see something strange about you and they know you are not ordinary, so that they call you Emere, Ewe, Ogbanje, Egbe, and all that. They simply don't know how to manage you. You want to be managed? Tell me, what are you experiencing? Irú ẹgbẹ́ wo ló wà? Á sọ fún ọ bó ṣe máa ṣe contributions nínú ẹgbẹ́ wọn. Does having sex with Emere affect you negatively? Well, just like someone who have knowledge of power of nature can either use it for good or evil, they can also. So somebody was saying that wọ́n sọ pé Emere dáadáa lẹ́ni mo lè bá sùn pé but mi ò gbọ́dọ̀ pa lẹ́kún. Mo wá sọ fẹ́ ni ẹ wípé o gbọ́dọ̀ pa lẹ́kún ọjọ́ tó bá o lè dánú ẹ̀dùn for 10 years tó bá pa lẹ́kún ọjọ́ kan 1 minute á ba yí ẹ jẹ́ for 15 years. So why do you want to? However, this Emere you want to, we need to help them maximize their own potential first. What kind of Emere are you? You have power, you think you have extraordinary power. I will help you to maximize it, to make it good, to make it better, so that you won't be feeling this stigma that they have put on you. So if you like, go and be having sex with everybody you have. Ẹnìkan lè yàn ń bá sùn tí ò bẹ́ lòmíì sùn mọ́, yóò dára fún wa o, yóò yẹ wá kalẹ̀ o. Ilẹ̀ tí ń ṣú lérékùṣù Èkó ń bi tí mo wà ń bí báyìí, ayé wa ò ní jọba. Pẹ̀sẹ̀ ní ń rọ kókò lágbàlá, pẹ̀sẹ̀ ní ń rọ omi akòwúrọ̀ pọn, pẹ̀sẹ̀ ní ó mọ̀ rọ̀ wá o. Àwọn tí wọ́n sì ń gbé tiwa ká, tí wọ́n ń pé lójú iná kọ́ lè wùrà wá lóhùn àṣẹ ni mo pa ohun òde alábàá o. Ọ̀rọ̀ wa ti dàbáyọ lónìí, àbáyọ nílé, àbáyọ lóko, àbáyọ lẹ́yìn òdì. Kí wọ́n tó bojú wọ wájú, kí wọ́n tó bojú wẹ̀yìn, àwa ti lọ. Kò ní séwu fọ́mọ ẹjọ́ tiwa tọmọ eku tiwọn ni ó ṣòro. Kò jẹ́ bó ṣe jẹ́, ó tún dìgbà kan náà. A mọ̀ rí lọ́jọ́ mi. Bye bye you. And if you need any consultation, divination from afar, no, please don't hesitate to contact me in my DM. I will be expecting you. Have a nice day.